Hello, my name is Kira, and welcome to the pre-game show of me watching Full Moon, because I wanted to get some of my thoughts out pre-show. So hopefully it'll be a little less post-show. So, I know that this is going to be a Blitz and STOLAS episode. Now, I just want to lay out both characters as I see them, and why I see this not working out, why it's going to be a disaster. So starting with STOLAS, he's a little bit more straightforward. STOLAS has been sheltered his entire life, and basically his idea of romance, because he was only ever in a relationship with Stella, which was arranged, and he's gay, has been coming from fiction. I'm gonna guess he's a book nerd. He's gonna have read this in books, okay? And he watches it on TV, you know, oh, why won't you love me? Well, that's a mood, Gabriella. He gets this stuff from fiction. So his idea of what love should be is already something that's pretty unattainable. Because fiction just doesn't give us something that's really real most of the time. Most of the time, it's pretty unrealistic, right? So this is someone who is entering his first love, because this is the first time that STOLAS has been in love. And I don't know about my audience, if you remember your first loves, or, you know, if you have had your first loves or whatever like that. They can be messy because you don't have any idea what the heck you're doing. So, STOLAS screws it up. And I had a great conversation with some people in the comments of one of my other videos about how STOLAS is actually taking his cues from, like, romantic tropes when he starts the relationship with BLITZ, how he's all, you know, oh, are you here to ravish me, and all that stuff, you know. It's ridiculous, and he is taking it basically from books, from plays, from the idea of what romance is supposed to be, and, you know, the idea, oh, my childhood friend has shown up to show me love for the first time in my lonely life. I mean, it's really sad. But he's also taking it, like, straight out of fiction. Now, he's, I hate to say it, he's pathetic enough that BLITZ takes pity on him, and they have sex. Now, BLITZ gets away with the grimoire, and STOLAS is not stupid, even if he has been sheltered in his gilded cage. And he calls on having the arrangement. Notice how he calls while BLITZ is literally running from his life from the murder family. Like, the guy just always has the worst timing and just completely ignores the reality of BLITZ's existence. Like, BLITZ tells him, I am trying not to get, like, killed here, and STOLAS just, like, keeps talking. You know, like, he should have been like, okay, shutting up, I'll call you later. He doesn't do that. He just keeps talking over BLITZ nearly getting killed. And he doesn't even notice, like, when BLITZ has to drop the phone, like, when Moxie is running back to the house and BLITZ's phone is still there on the ground, STOLAS is still going on. Like, he hasn't even waited for BLITZ to, like, interject. He is still going on about what they can do during sex. That is how much he is listening to BLITZ at this moment, okay? So, I mean, oh boy. But I think he's figured out the only way he's going to get BLITZ back is if he has this contract. So they start the contractual relationship. And STOLAS catches feelings, and that's fine. Like, the thing is that BLITZ puts on a personality. It's not maybe true to who he is, but it is a personality, and STOLAS falls for it, and it's very possible, and people do it all the time. We fall for the idea of a person before really knowing all the background of who they are, and that's the thing, is that STOLAS, as much as he has gotten an idea of romance from books, he's gotten the idea of who Blitz is from the persona that Blitz puts on. He doesn't know much about Blitz outside of what he gets once a month, or, you know, when, I don't know, they're on the job or whatever. He doesn't get much of Blitz beyond that. And he's also often very condescending, which I hate to say, but you know what? When Blitz does talk about feeling like it's just, you know, a fantasy for him to get, you know, for him to have sex with someone of a lower status, you know, there is the fact that, you know, he always calls him Blitzy for a long time there. It's always Blitzy, 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 Blitzy. So completely ignoring the fact that he wants to be called Blitz. You know, it's the same way that we noticed that Fizz at the beginning of the episode, the first Fizz episode, is calling him Blitzo, but then changes to calling him Blitz by the end because he recognizes that that's the name that he wants to go by. So it's some disrespect, and he, you know, calls him his impish little plaything, and, you know, calls him so cute when you're on the job, you know, so he does talk down to him as if he is a plaything. And so for Blitz, who is always on the lookout for people treating him badly, this, you know, this might seem like STOLAS might think that this is being flirty and cute, but Blitz isn't going to see it that way. And so now I've got an idea that STOLAS has cottoned on to the idea that, you know, okay, the contract is bad. And I love this guy, love at least the idea of this guy, and need to, you know, make this not a contractual relationship so that we can actually have something real. Because they can't have anything real. I mean, and it's especially revealed with Aussies, and then it's actually revealed with the ship, Fizz and Aussie. Because when they're at Aussies, they don't even know how to have a conversation, those two, STOLAS and Blitz. You know, STOLAS is like trying, and we know that from Blitz that he will laugh at his jokes and ask how his day has been, but and we know from looking at his phone that they will have very long text conversations where STOLAS will talk, but they are not actually communicating, they're not actually having conversations, they're not actually getting to know each other. So, yeah, STOLAS is very much in love with an idea of who Blitz is. But that's not the only problem. Besides STOLAS having these interesting relationships to romance and sex and, you know, how he thinks he needs to act, he also has no idea who he is. I mean, what has he been his entire life besides a geisha? Besides the, you know, okay, I've been given this purpose, and that's what I need to do, that's what I've devoted my life to. The only thing I really have about that I care about other than my work is my daughter. And STOLAS really has no idea who he is outside of his duties. Like, that's, he's had basically his experiences in life have been being a geisha, and then the times that he was being a dad. So it's like he gets that he likes, and then the few things that he had as a kid. So it's like he likes the circus, he likes Lululand, he likes which are basically the same thing. You know, it's, he gets that he likes certain things, but there's so much more to a person than just like, oh, I like the circus. You know, there's so much more that STOLAS has to discover about himself. He's not just blind to who Blitz is, but he doesn't know who he is. And that's due to his completely sheltered and stifling upbringing. And that's not his fault. A lot of what STOLAS does, I always say this, it's explainable, but it's not excusable. Like, the way that he will talk down to BLITZ. It's understandable, maybe because he thinks it's, like, flirty and cute, but it is actually really patronizing. So, basically, STOLAS needs this to go down exactly like a romance novel, otherwise it's just a trash fire and it's gonna go just up in flames and he's gonna have no idea how to deal with it. And his own self-esteem issues and his complete lack of self, knowing who he is, are going to play a huge part in, I think, what happens in this episode. Both of them have such massive self-esteem issues, and one of them is because he's experienced too much, and the other is because he's experienced too little, which is really sad. By getting into BLITZ, now, the last 2 episodes really, really showed off, you know, how much of a protector he is and how much he wants people back in his life. You know, he does care about people so much. And his relationship, his friendship, you know, with Fizz is such a good start because it is the first thing that, it's the first relationship we've seen BLITZ have that he did not, like, immediately self-destruct when Fizz showed that he actually really had, you know, feelings, like you know, hugged him and, you know, was, you know, really had a show of kind of forgiving BLITZ for what happened. Because BLITZ adopts Luna, so that's on his terms. He has employees, that's on his terms. He has this contractual thing with STOLAS, which is not really on his terms, but he could make I.M.P into something else. He could do something that isn't the book. And so there is a way out of that one. And also, it's a way of getting his feelings out, because he can always say, well, it's just a contract, so my feelings don't actually mean anything. So his thing with Fizz is actually so important because it's a friendship that gets rekindled, and it's something that isn't something that BLITZ necessarily chose. It was just something that kind of naturally came into being once again. Because they were best friends, and now they have a chance to be close again, and that's so important for BLITZ. To have someone who he actually reconnects with, and who knows him also. But BLITZ coming into this, so we gotta remember that he just wanted the book. He does the sex out of pity because STOLAS sounds like so freaking pathetic. I'm sorry. But then he gets the book, and then he gets called up. Well, again, he's literally running for his life, and, you know, agrees to this contract. Once a month, we'll have sex, I get to keep the book. It'll keep my company going. And BLITZ also, you know, he is proud of I.M.P. It's his baby. It's what he built up from the ground. So he's going to be able to do a lot in order to keep I.M.P. going, you know. And, oh, boy. To be in this contractual relationship, I think so much of it, okay, so first of all, I have gone into how BLITZ, you know, needs to have control over who is in his life and who is not, but also, like, how much of a protector he is. Like, the people who are important to him, he wants to protect them, he wants to help them with their self-worth issues. We see that with Fizz, we see that with Moxie. You know, he with Luna, you know, he wants them to feel good about themselves. Even if he veils it in, like, 10 curtains of sarcasm and passive-aggressive comments. But, you know, he does have this inferiority complex that is always going to be there because, you know, his dad, Cash, was terrible. And literally, his first experience with STOLAS was being sold to the Goetia family. That's not going to, like, cause a complex or anything. That's not going to cause any issues down the road. But, anywho, he starts a relationship with STOLAS, and it is just, it really is to keep the company going, and he you know, he deals with the patronizing comments. Not that he, you know, isn't a fan. He will tell Stolas to, you know, stop talking to not talk to him while he's on the job, stuff like that. And we do get the idea that he thinks that he could be in love because he's had relationships before, like with Verosika, where it seems like, you know, she certainly has his name, she has his name on her arm crossed off. That relationship was serious. And in, whatever it's called, episode 6, when Blitz is in his little nightmare, you know, we definitely get the idea that he has these relationships that is like, ooh, and that could have been something, that could have been something, that could have been something. Verosika, like, this is him on the inside. He knows this. This is the truth that he will not admit out loud. Verosika, you know, grabbing onto him and calling him selfish, and so it's like he knows this. And then you get the whole thing with, you know, oh, aren't you afraid that we're just going to leave from Moxie? And then the idea of, oh, are you afraid to love Blitzy from the fake STOLAS, and the chains that appear around him because Blitz can't see love as anything but a chain, because look at what has happened to him when he loves people. So that's them. That's them right now. And I do enjoy that we do get a contrast between them and Fizzy and Fizz and Ozzy. What are they? Are they Fizzmodius or Fizz and Ozzy? Just Fizzy? Fozzy, Fizzy. Fizzy's cute. Sounds like a soda pop. Because they are a couple very much the same. An imp with someone of a much higher status. But they show how it can happen and be healthy and be even healthier when the two of them come out and are completely straight about it. Are completely honest about it. Which is great. That was the only thing that was like, okay, this is a nearly perfect couple. And then they came completely clean about being in love with each other, and that was great. But you certainly had, we now have this show of like, ooh, it can work. And we've had someone call Blitz out on his ridiculous behavior, being Fizz, which is great. That whole scene in the cage is fantastic material. Like, oh, he laughs at my jokes and comments on my pictures, you know, and Fizz just, you know, rolling his eyes at the idea that Blitz sees this as just more of an act. Because Blitz is just always looking for the con. And maybe that's from his father, maybe that's from the way that Blitz is, because he's kind of always looking to con people over. But the thing is that Blitz just can't accept something good without looking for, basically waiting for the other shoe to drop. He can't accept good things happening to him because he's so used to the bad, and he's so used to having to just drag himself up out of the bad and work himself out of it and having to deal with it all by himself. Whew. And so even when something good happens, he can't accept it. He's just had too much happen in his life. We have seen through, I'm going to call him Fizzy, that there can be like a healthy relationship between an imp and a higher entity. But what those two have done is they have communicated. We see them, when we see the scenes of them together, they are talking to each other. They are telling the truth. We know that Ozzy knows about Fizz's past because he straight up tells Stolas that it's not his story to tell. You know, so he knows about the fire. Stolas doesn't know about anything. Like, when they are at Ozzy's, when they are at the club, and it's like, oh, so let's try to have a casual conversation about our days. They have nothing to talk about. They can't have a conversation. And that's a death knell for a relationship, when you can't even have a conversation. Because that's the sign that you're in love with an idea of someone. You're not in love with their reality. And so whatever happens this episode, I think it's actually, I will be fully supportive of them actually splitting up, because they both need to realize who they are. Stolas needs to realize who he is outside of being a geisha. And Blitz needs to figure out how he can let go of everything that has happened to him in the past and stop projecting this kind of harsh, aggressive, volatile, and reactive persona that he puts on. Because he is always looking for someone to be insulting him, so much that he throws the insult first, because he's so waiting for them to just insult him back. He's so waiting for life to throw shit at him that he will throw shit first, just so that he gets like the first round in. That is the reality of who Blitz is at the moment. And that's completely up to what has happened to him in his life. So, in this episode, I don't really know what's going to happen, but I would be fully supportive of them ending the relationship as of now, because I think they both have a lot of personal growth to do. Anyway, that's how I see the characters at the moment. I don't know how the episode is going to go down, and I'll probably have thoughts after the episode. But this is going to be a long video, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to place down what my thoughts are on the characters before watching, so that if I, so basically, so now I've got a video record of my thoughts on this couple. Basically, Blitz is not really ready to be loved, and Stolas really isn't ready to love either, because he just doesn't know enough about himself, and he doesn't really know what love is, because he's experiencing his first love, and what he wants from it is fictional. He hasn't realized how messy love is, and the give and take, and he's in love with an idea. And he's done Blitz wrong. Giving him the Osmodian crystal will be good, but it won't actually make up for all the other thing that it won't actually make up for everything that he has done that has hurt Blitz. And I don't know how it's gonna go down. I just wanted to get this out so it's like on video, and you guys can hold me accountable for my thoughts. There we go. So I'm gonna actually play the episode, and we'll see how everything goes down. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a long video. Okay, hi, once again, part 2. Actually watching the show.
I'm back.
He's back. So, here we go. Okay, let's go. Okay, I will watch the song. Okay, there's gonna be a song. Partially cloudy, redder than usual somehow. Okay, I'll be quiet during the song.
Thank you to the butterflies in my stomach. I haven't felt this nervous since I was a little fluffy down nesting. My daring do is half disguised behind the smile. My beak is grinding, ever minding. I swore I wouldn't dwell on the divorce, so for my own health, I'll remind myself that when I see him, I know that it won't feel so tough. I'll believe him and not the voice that says I'm not enough. No need for an arrangement, it can just be him and me. I'll set us free. How perfect it could be when I see him tonight.
Oh dear.
See him tonight? All right. It's been a while since he begged for attention. Are we okay? Can't really say. I'm getting by avoiding his questions. So complicated. I hate when it's complicated. Why do I always end up in situations that are complicated? Here I go again, getting in my head, so I'll focus on the sexy stuff instead.
When I see
him, I'm gonna do that thing he likes.
I will change.
No need to change things. I'll just bring the rope and spikes.
Oh, God.
We've got a nice arrangement, and it's working out just fine. We'll keep it light.
I'll fucking die alone! This goes bad when I see him tonight. Am I doing something I can't take back?
Relax.
Would he want me if he was free?
We're fine.
And if he's only here as a prisoner, what kind of monster does that make me? My entire life's been written in stone. He taught me that I could choose.
Cool.
He deserves the choice to stay or go, though it scares me to think what I'd lose.
Can't wait to lose ourselves in nasty sex and make that bird squawk.
Really must converse.
We'll just stick with what makes sense, like him sucking my...
Oh, this is the worst. Waiting for the shoe to drop.
Who needs words when you got a mouth full of...
Come to your senses.
Then I'll do that thing with my tongue where
He's
I...
worthy of your love and trust.
I'll leave his bird push nice and rough.
Tonight cannot come
He'll
soon.
be coming soon enough. Oh, yeah!
But when I see him, will it be tender or be tough? Will it please him, or will I just be fucking it all up? Can this be a relationship, or am I still naive? I'll set us free, whatever it may be, when I see him tonight.
Okay. So that was a song. I can't believe they got Brandon to finally sing. Okay, no, I gotta go over the song a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Mood. Okay, so.
Do is half disguised behind the smile. My beak is grinding, ever minding. I swore I wouldn't dwell on the divorce.
Okay, so not dwelling on the divorce, trying to put something attention on something else. That's great. That's healthy.
My own health, I'll remind myself
That I'm about to live a fantasy.
that when I see him, I know that it won't feel so tough. I'll believe him and not the voice that says I'm not enough.
That's the saddest thing ever, but also, does he wear his mascara to bed?
Oh God. Oh God.
I mean, honey, that's self-care. You take your mascara off before you go to bed. You can't be in a relationship if he doesn't know that level of self-care. This is a sad song. I mean, it's not a sad song. Actually, it is a sad song.
No need for an arrangement. It can just be him and me. I'll set us free. How perfect it could be when I see him tonight.
Okay, so when I talked in the pre-show about STOLAS being completely, like, basing this off of fiction, this is so... everything will just work out and will be wonderful, and then all my self-esteem problems will go away. And then I'll just... Oh, God. I don't even actually...
Did you see Luna walk?
Does... Okay. No. Check the van, business day, Millie party, Moxie day.
Practice :3.
Luna on walk. Oh, call
Fizz.
Oh shoot, I pressed the thingy. Call Fizz. Oh, that's so nice. That's nice. Deadline. Kill that fucking daddy-daughter day.
I like the little drawings.
Stupid. Don't something. Here's the drawing of STOLAS. That's actually quite good. Did Blitz actually go and take those art lessons that he's complaining about being so expensive?
Did you see the top?
Oh, a bunch of little penises. Okay. Okay. I can't tell what that said, but everything else was funny.
Adoption certificate is framed.
And then right here where he crossed himself out of the picture because Blitz is healthy.
Dead horse.
See him tonight? All right. It's been a while since he's begged for attention. Are we okay? Can't really say. I'm getting by avoiding his questions.
You always avoid his questions. You never answer anything. They don't talk. That's one of their big things. They don't talk. They can't have a conversation.
So complicated. I hate when it's complicated. Why do I always end up in situations that are complicated?
Because you're complicated.
Again, getting in my head, so I'll focus on the sexy stuff instead. When I see him, I'm gonna do that thing he likes.
I will change.
No need to change things. I'll just bring the rope and spice. Oh God, we've got a nice.
Not the time to run out of your anxiety pills. Oh boy. Why do you end up in things that are complicated? Because you're complicated. You are the definition of complication. Oh, that makes me so happy that he has like call Fizz on the calendar. Oh, they are friends.
Arrangement, and it's working out just fine. We'll keep it light. I'll fucking die.
I love this imp. I love this imp. Does he have?
I don't think he has a name.
Does he even have a name?
He's just
all the stuff.
He's everywhere though.
He's everywhere. He does everything. Exactly. Well, it's like so. This is first love, okay? Sometimes your first love is a little messy and complicated, and sometimes it doesn't work out. And he's just like, if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna die alone. It's actually that's not how it works.
That calendar only has 16 days on it. Maybe he like ripped the last one up because the full moon isn't circled. I don't know. I'm gonna die alone. This poor imp. He's been pulling drawers out too. He's been pulling drawers. Oh my god. He's like, can I fit in the drawer? No. Oh god. This poor imp. Can we give him? Does he have a name? No. Can we just give him a name? He's the best character though. Best background character. His name is Sigurd now. Okay.
This goes bad when I see him tonight. Am I doing something I can't take back?
Relax.
Would he want me if he was free?
We're fine.
And if he's only here as a prisoner, what kind of monster does that make me? My entire life's been written in stone.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if anything else in this had something that I wanted to really talk about. But yeah.
Is him, or will I just be fucking it all up?
Yes, you will.
Can this be our relationship, or am I still naive?
Yes!
I'll set us free, whatever it may be. When I see him.
I mentioned this in my "Don't Look My Way" music video thing. I have not ragged on this outfit enough. It's like a jumper the heck is this? What the heck? And he has been wearing it for a while. People pointed it out. But what is it? It's like a jumper. He's wearing a jumper. What the heck?
Whatever it may be, when I see him tonight.
And he already has this black and white mentality. Like, either it's going to be completely messing it up, or I'm either going to, like, it's either it's going to go up in flames, or it's going to be perfect. Like, he already has that mentality. He's going into this with that mentality. And that just kind of ensures that it is going to be the worst. Okay. Oh no! Oh no!
My baby! Someone save my baby!
What?
Sure hope this glass doesn't break.
Oh, thank you! Thank you! How could I ever repay you?
No need, ma'am. I was just in the right place at the right time.
Did you have to hug him so hard? I'm at underwear level, you know, and that guy clearly hadn't showered today.
Oh, stop complaining. I had to sell it, didn't I? How'd we do, Cletus?
Not great. Let's set up for another run.
I don't know, Cletus. Doesn't this all seem a little sinful?
We've been over this. We are still helping people. We just provided that man with an opportunity to be selfless and heroic.
Oh god,
After
he's
that
evangelical.
performance, he's sure to get into heaven. We just saved a soul.
Is that how it works?
What's
Don't you
his
think
name?
eternal salvation is worth $20 and a
The likable one.
Colin.
Colin. Poor Colin.
Yeah, Colin's the good one.
Colin. We like Colin.
Cletus, and we don't know her name. Actually, we know her name. I just don't know her name. I forget.
Cletus, Mrs. Sheep, and Colin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colin's the only
a
one.
sponge cord?
I guess it's just...
You want to eat, don't you? Want to live long enough to save more souls and earn our way back into heaven?
Of course. I just...
Well, then quiet your incessant whinging and get back under that coat. We have to... Wow!
I was not expecting them to come back. Wait. What?
What?
No way!
Are we?
Wait.
No way!
Questions here. Hell spawn.
But I'm just a little baby. Why would you...
I know you're working for that demon filth.
Where's
Oh, she's
your
my fave
boss?
What boss?
This guy.
You know that? Peanut Head?
So that's his name.
You know, I think maybe we can help each other out here.
Can he stop reminding me of Little Gideon?
Never thought of it. That.
Oh boy. Okay, so they actually went and did a job. That's good.
Sharp shooting there, Mox. Pro as usual.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh my gosh. No, when I was talking about how like how he was giving like Fizz the like positive talk.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like, oh yeah, this is my thing. I you know, he's got really low self-esteem, so I gotta jazz him up. Now he's doing it with Moxie. That's adorable. I like to think that relationship, that friendship is already changing him for the better.
It's a good pause too.
This is such a good pause. That's so cute. No, he's actually just giving like not even constructive criticism. He's just like giving compliments. That's so good.
Millie, beautiful bloody mess in there. Ha! What a great fucking day this is.
You sure seem in good spirits today, sir. It's rare to see you wear something not bad.
Well, it's the, first of all, fuck you. It's the full moon. I gotta meet up with STOLAS tonight. Felt like dressing up a little since it's been a few months since I've been inside of his feathered ass.
A few months?
Yeah, the birds started giving me more ways out of our monthly fuck sesh. He'd be all like, oh, Blitzy, I know it's the full moon tonight, but you don't have to come if you don't want to, Blitzy. So I've just been taking breaks from having to plow his feathered ass into his fancy ass mattress.
Ugh. TMI, sir.
Point being, tonight I feel like I could use a little fuckery. It's been a...
No, I'm enjoying this. I mean, yeah, TMI, but he's actually, like, sharing stuff. This is a better Blitz. I can see how after, like, how long have you been waiting since Mammon? Like...
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Like 9 months?
Gosh, but coming back, and this is just, you know, he seems healthier. Even if part of this is like, I'm gonna have sex tonight, happiness, he seems better.
How did they stuff the entire upper torso of a man into just that bucket?
Because it's Luna and she can do anything she wants to do.
Good day, feeling like my stamina's up. And I'm horny.
Oh shit, he's getting bored of you.
What?
Yeah, man. If someone wants to see you less and less, big red flag. If they give you chances to ditch, they probably want out themselves. Just want to be more passive-aggressive about it. Dicks.
How do you know, Luna?
Because I do that all the time.
Well, tits. Guess I finally got to do position 37 tonight. Don't worry, though. This book ain't going nowhere if I have anything to fuck about it. I'll dick him so good, he'll let us keep this thing another year easy.
Well, I hope so, sir. Business has actually hit a peak, and it would be disastrous to lose what we worked for now. So fuck him good, sir.
Don't worry, Mox. By the end of the night, I'll have STOLAS eating out of my ass. If the gag will let him.
Stop!
Okay, grow up, Mox. This is what adults do. We're horny.
I'm sorry, I gotta go back to that cackle. He's in such a good mood.
Okay, grow up, Mox. This is what adults do. We're horny.
Grow up, Moxie.
Fuck me, Moxie. We've used like all the shit in this box. If STOLAS is bored after this, I need to up the ante.
Did you see that?
I didn't want to.
No, not that.
You made me see it again. Moxie! Why had Moxie come into your STOLAS? What kind of threesomes are you having?
If STOLAS is bored after this, I need to up the ante. Moxie, I need you to hold down the fort. Get some overdue paperwork done.
What overdue paperwork?
Just give to Moxie.
So why would a bunch of angels be looking for
I can't believe they're back.
We just want to get back into...
We're exorcists, the flaming swords of the heavens, here to strike them down with fiery vengeance.
Oh, yeah. We lay in wait for them to return to Earth, so we might smite them once and for all.
Guys talking about... Ow!
Leave him alone.
Maybe you don't have to wait.
Come with us. Since their assault on Compound X, our government has quadrupled our funding and allowed us unfettered access to the most bleeding-edge military advancements.
Demonic containment cells, hellfire suppression suits, camouflage exoskeletons, and a battalion of highly trained combat priests. All so we could finally utilize this.
What is it?
Our ticket to the other side.
This is good though. I like what they're doing in the last couple episodes because they like they're consolidating their villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause it's nice to have, because, like, Stryker was introduced and was like, whoa, he's gonna be, like, a big deal, right? And Crimson was introduced and like, whoa, he's gonna be a big deal, and these guys were introduced and it's like, okay, well, you know, potentially this is gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
I thought the Cherubs were really gonna be back, but I like how they're grouping their villains.
Yeah, especially into the more actually serious and threatening ones.
Yeah, these ones are goofballs.
Extra-dimensional portal generator. This bad boy will allow us to open a door straight into hell, where we plan on eliminating the demonic threat before they can punish this great country. Well, once we work out all the kinks, yeah.
Kinks? So far, we've only been able to open the portal about 2 feet in diameter. Hardly big enough to fit a child through.
And we can't very well send children. But after last time... Those goddamn American heroes.
Honestly, we're not even sure that was hell we sent them to. Point is, we could use someone or someones with more experience. How about it, little guys? Wanna help us hunt some demon scum?
No, leave Colin alone. Actually in hell.
Welcome, little one. What can I interest you in today?
I'm looking for a snazzy candle. One that screams sexy. You got anything that'll get anyone in the mood, buddy?
Bet you're in the lust ring. Everything here has sexy energy. But what kind of mood are you aiming for?
Just horny, very, very horny. Max horny.
They're all horny. What's the mood?
I don't know. I'm a simple pervert imp. I just need something fucky.
Oh, there he is.
Let's take him.
Hold on. Where's the rest of them? He wasn't alone before. I say we follow him for a bit. Make sure he's by himself.
Cletus, if we don't do this, we're never getting back into heaven.
Which is why we have to make sure this goes smoothly. We have only one shot. It has to be perfect.
Do you know the measurements of the other one?
Not really, but he's tall as shit.
Well, we have some pretty long harnesses. Also can't go wrong with something that stretches.
Ooh, that is fancy. All right, I'm into it.
Sweet heavens.
Colin's not prepared for this.
The shopkeeper in this store is the same voice actor as Colin, by the way. At least I think so. It might be the other shopkeeper. I'm pretty sure it's
one of the sex shopkeepers is Colin's voice.
Pretty sure it's this one, though.
That's so funny. Oh boy. So Blitz is actually kind of like worried about STOLAS being bored of him. That shows he has some commitment. I mean, it's like he does have that picture on his phone that was like really sweet of them, you know, in bed together. It's like he does have some positive feelings here. It's just, you know, wrapped up in a bunch of unhealthy feelings.
What kind of store is this?
This guy truly is a sicko!
Can I help you all?
Hello, fellow vile hellbeast. We are on a totally normal demon day. Just out looking to get some good tormenting in. We need some good torture supplies.
Well, you have come to the right place, my slightly robotic-looking friend. What kind of torturing are we looking to do?
Oh, you know, just your standard pain.
As long as it doesn't hurt too much. Like, do you have any harshly worded bumper stickers?
Or something for a mild spanking?
Oh, that we haven't spanked. We got your blockers, your crops, your whips, your whisks, sunted, unsunted, wooden, leather, titanium, brimstone. What are you into? Oh, just some of those.
Cletus, he's clearly on his way to claim another innocent earthly soul in some sick barbaric fashion. We have to stop him!
Not yet! We have to wait for our moment.
You know, thanks for doing me this solid, Fizz. I gotta get the good shit for tonight, and I know you and Oz make the best toys in town.
I got you, buddy. We have some new prototypes that I think will get the job done for a fancy gentleman like yourself.
I do seriously love how he moves. Like, that's just, I don't know. Really fun. It's really fun.
You stopped at a really good moment.
Oh my god. Oh, he's happy.
We have
knocking
got these
clown.
new beads. Ooh, they're made of real obsidian.
Oh, that's beautiful, but you know, Stolitz never really seemed into the beads.
Alrighty, not into the beads, I get it. Fancier then. We have some stylish blindfolds. Our new collection has encrusted jewels.
Oh shit, those are nice.
And if you're feeling really frisky, we have the new Dragon Driller 5000, now with vibration.
There we go, that's his speed. I will take that.
That's why they're besties.
Heavens, what is this place? It's so heavily guarded.
Armory? War room?
Quiet! Don't you realize stealth is our greatest advantage here?
Oh, darling, look. Voyeurs. Positively adorable, darling.
I think he's coming in. Oh, God, what's that?
Dear God.
He's gonna use that? On an innocent person? We have to stop him now!
You're right. Okay, guys, it's time. Now's our moment. Remember everything that horny little fudge knuckle did to us, because now we make him pay. For the humans, for the heavens, and most of all for us. Let's go kick some ass! Let's fuck him up!
How did you know?
Find ya? We were already following our dumbass boss to make sure he doesn't fuck up and lose our meal ticket.
And you weren't exactly covert.
You got a lot of nerve coming to our neighborhood after the ass kicking you took last time.
A lot of nerve and a lot of upgrades, Mud. The boss! You're up there, boss!
No, you don't, bitch!
Oh, he wouldn't anyway.
Hey, wake up, asshole.
Sorry, hun. You can play as me, but that don't mean you're anywhere close.
Welcome to hell, bitch!
Wait, what?
this romantic drama. That was... The animation was really on point, too.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh boy, everything is gonna go to hell. More in...
Heidi ha hoo ha, Stolitz. Guess what I got for us? I got lots of fun shit for us to play with tonight. Like this extra large candle that smells like horny. I got whatever this little guy is. But I'm sure there's someplace in your cloaca we can stick it. And look at this bad boy.
Do you... Do you have my book, Blitz?
Yeah.
Oh, nice,
yeah,
nice. Calling him Blitz. That's good. Seriously, even just like the one shots of them just like silhouetted against the sunset or whatever are just so well done. There's so much like dynamics to the color. It's so beautiful. I noticed that in the Mammon episode too.
Yeah.
Like, it's gorgeous. How are we getting this for free on YouTube? That's just...
It's right here. I always bring it. Why do you...
I need it back. Permanently.
No. Hold on, Stolitz. Come on. Is this because I've taken up skipping a few rounds with you in bed because I'm busy? That ain't fair. All right, I can still hold up my end of the bargain. All right, let me show you a good time tonight. You know I can.
No, seriously, it's like... He is begging to have his entire livelihood here. Because that's what Stolitz is threatening to take away. Everything that he has built.
Please, don't say it like that, Blitz.
Come on, bitch. You know I don't disappoint.
No. There's no need. I've made up my mind.
Stolitz, please. I need this book. Please. I need this book, Stolitz. I will do anything.
This is an Asmodean crystal. It's registered in your name.
What?
Asmodeus has his demons legally travel to Earth for work all the time. I made the case for you to own one. You will be technically under his jurisdiction, but you will be able to go anywhere you want in the human realm without fear of consequence. Without breaking demon law. You no longer need my grimoire.
What?
You no longer have any obligation to see me, to touch me, to bed me. You are free of me.
I don't understand. Why are you giving me this? Am I not, like, fucking you good enough? Because I can always do better.
Blitz?
Okay. Gotta take that apart. Oh, boy.
Obviously he does care. Obviously he does care.
He does care, but also am I not doing it good enough? Like, he's still battling that inferiority complex. Am I not being enough? And also, like, notice how he was, like, actually tearing up at the idea of I.M.P having to fall apart because of losing the book.
Yeah.
That is his baby. He's getting hit by so much right now. It's like, first, it's the idea that he's going to lose his business. Which is... He would still have Luna, but he would lose Millie and Moxie. And now it's like, oh, okay, this relationship is going to change. I'm glad that he already has a relationship with Asmodeus now, because it would be, like, just freaking crazy to be like, now you're under the, jurisdiction of someone you don't know.
Yeah.
Now you're under the jurisdiction of someone who kind of already owes you a favor. But... yeah, he does care.
I'm giving you this because I care very deeply for you. And I have for some time. But this transactional thing we have, it's not right anymore. It hasn't been. It never was. And now, all I can see is how wrong it is to be so tethered to someone in such an unfair way. And not know how they feel. But I want you to continue to be who you are. Your business. You don't have to stay here with me. But I want you to.
Oh god, it's gonna go so bad right now. It's gonna go bad right now. It's gonna go bad right now. There's romantic music is playing, and he wants Blitz to just be like, well, I have fallen in love with you, STOLAS, so of course I will stay with you. That is what he wants, and it's not gonna happen. It's gonna fall apart right here.
I want you to stay here with me because you want to. Only if you want to.
Okay, alright, you're fucking with me. This is an interesting role play. Never done this one, but I can get into it. Alright, how's this?
Oh gosh. No.
This moment.
Yeah. Not what he wanted to hear, and unfortunately there were either two answers. Oh boy, this is not like this is not like the telenovas. Why won't you love me, Blitzo? Oh god. And of course he's deflecting, and I think trying to buy time, actually. He's trying to buy time.
Oh, STOLAS, I'll stay with you. I love you
Oh,
so
shoot.
much.
Oh,
Thank you,
oh
Blitz.
god.
For awakening me. For making me so happy. Even if only for a little while. I wish you the best with your business.
Wait, what? You were serious? Oh, hold on now, STOLAS. What the fuck?
I have my answer, Blitz. You needn't say anything. I have wanted you for so long. The fact that you couldn't believe that I might have these feelings about you, that your first instinct is that it's always about sex. That's enough to know what this is.
What?
Because it was always about sex. You made it about sex in the first place, kiddo. Kiddo, I say to, I don't know, the owl who is, I don't know how old he is. Kiddo!
I think he's in his late 20s.
Then I'm older than he is. You're the one who made it about sex in the first place, kiddo. He just... It's not Blitz's fault that... It's not Blitz's fault that STOLAS' feelings changed. And yeah, he makes it about sex because that makes it easy. You can call off sex, you can find someone else to have sex with. This just reminds me of Verosika, like with the Blitz on her thing and then crossed out. Like, just as soon as anything goes like really serious, he has to back out because it's frightening to him. Mm-hmm. Because as soon as you have something to lose, you'll lose it.
You, STOLAS. You spring this feelings bullshit on me.
Exactly.
Are you fucking kidding? Can I get a fucking minute to think after everything you put me through, you pompous, rich asshole?
I mean, that is totally fair. STOLAS is screwing this up.
Yeah.
He is screwing this up so much. I mean, Blitz reacted badly. I mean, it's like, he said the exact words the STOLAS wanted him to say, but he said them in this fake, terrible tone, and it was, and now STOLAS is just gonna walk away. It's like, when you drop something like that on somebody, it's fair of them to want to have time to think about it.
Yeah.
This is fair. I'm not saying that Blitz is handling this like a totally mature adult, but...
When has he ever handled anything like that?
Yeah, I know that there's probably like a Blitz, there was, I guess I'm late to the party here, but there was probably like a Team Blitz versus Team STOLAS, kind of like a Team Edward, Team Jacob.
There was, yeah.
Yeah. They're both handling this badly. They're both doing this bad. They're both wrong.
Treat me like one of your little butler imps? You can't just dismiss me like that. I mean, you royal fucks think you can do this every time. Like you can just play with our feelings because we're smaller and not as important. Well, I'm not letting you, bitch! Let's go!
Go and do what?
Argue.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's like, does he want a physical fight here? It's like Blitz. I said it in my pregame show. Blitz throws. He always throws the first punch because he's always expecting to be punched, and so he'd rather be on the offensive. What is this? Like, let's go. Let's physically fight. Let's just, like, physically hash it out. I am small, and people don't take me seriously because I'm an imp. I've been looked down on my whole life. Let's go! What do you want, kiddo? I think we need to find Stryker, and you just need to kill him. I think, would that help with some of the anger issues?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. I think maybe that needs to happen. Oh.
Blitz, I think so very highly of you. I didn't realize you think so low of me. Goodbye, Blitz.
Stolitz, wait!
What the...
Oh!
There's like 2 seconds left.
Oh.
Fuck!
I could have guessed it was gonna be but okay. No, well, okay. I feel really bad for Stolas, of course, because he has no idea who he is.
Yeah.
He has no idea who he is, and now he's just been told by the person that he's in love with that, you know, he's just a privileged jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, he is sometimes, but that's not all he is. Certainly. I mean, it isn't who he is. I really love Stolas, like, you know, and I wouldn't if he was just like a privileged jerk, but when you have no concept of who you are, because all you've ever been has been a Goetia, then having the person you love and value the opinion of tell you that that's who you are. Especially when you've already had the line in the show, like, being a monster because of this contract thing, and then basically have the person tell you that you are terrible and everything that you're kind of afraid that you are being. I mean, and that's the line from the song. It's like, I'll believe him and not the voice that says I'm not enough. So it's like, he's already got his own self-esteem issues, and then Blitz just comes and basically validates them.
Yep.
You aren't enough. And, God. Okay. Well, I'll let you go so I can do my pre-show talk.
Have fun spending 20 minutes talking about that.
I think it'll only be 20 minutes. It will not be 20 minutes.
Probably.
It will be less.
After editing.
Go away.
Bye.
I'll be less than 20 minutes. I promise. Okay, so that went down kind of how I thought it would. It was a disaster. Yeah, I mean, you know, okay, so seriously, the production quality on this show is insane. It's insane. And I do like that they're grouping their villains together. Obviously, the dorks and the cherubs are kind of like the more goofy villains, whereas Crimson and Stryker are the more like serious villains who actually do bad stuff. I love that we saw Fizz again because he's become my favorite character. And I like him out of the clown stuff, and he's just looking happy, and, you know, that's important to me. And I do think that that relationship is going to be so important for Blitz moving forward. So important. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I'm not Team Jacob or Team Edward. I think that both Blitz and STOLAS treated that terribly. They both acted terribly. Neither of them are free of sin during that entire conversation. I mean... Hey, kid. Hiya. How are you? What you been doing? Yeah, they both treated that terribly. Of course, Blitz tried to play stuff off as a joke. I think he was trying to buy time. He was trying to think about it. And the killer was him responding with the, "Oh, yes, Stolitz, I'm so madly in love with you," because those were the words that Stolitz did want to hear. But, of course, they were not delivered in a sincere manner. And Stolitz did not give Blitz time to respond. And you know what? When you tell someone something big like that, sometimes they're gonna need time to respond. I mean, you know, that was a lot to drop on him and then expect him to give your fairy tale romance answer. And I feel really bad for him because, you know, obviously STOLAS is incredibly hurt. But he did set himself up for failure here. Because basically there was only one way that he was going to be happy with how this conversation turned out. Could you not... Nay. Could you not do that? Thank you. I mean, he was only going to be happy with Blitz basically being like, "Yes, I love you too," and blah, 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 let's have a relationship where we're just so happy, and also I'm going to validate you and your feelings and all that stuff, you know. It's like, that was the only answer he was going to be happy with, and the chance of that actually happening, someone as intelligent as STOLAS should have been able to guess. But he just did have the person that he maybe values. He values, like I said, he doesn't know who he is. And then the person whose opinion he values the most just called him something terrible. And those things, you know, it's like STOLAS has talked down to him. Did he deserve to have those words flung at him? No, those are words that have built up over a lifetime of resentment that Blitz has for the upper ruling class. And did Blitz realize how much damage it would do to STOLAS, who has no concept of who he is, to all of a sudden hurl those words at him, basically be like, "This is who you are"? No, he didn't know that, but I mean, that would hurt like hell. Yeah, so thoroughly team, they both screwed that up royally. Neither of them acted as in any way. I think the biggest sin that the STOLAS did was not giving Blitz a chance to really think about and respond to everything that was happening, because that was a lot to put on him all at once. It was, "Oh, you're going to lose your business." No, you're not going to lose your business. Here you are. You're actually going to be working under Asmodeus because I am catching... I have feelings for you, and I don't want us to be in this contractual relationship because, yeah, I might, maybe, feelings for you. Ooh, and you know, that's just a lot to have to respond to. And Blitz, probably Blitz's biggest, I mean, Blitz screwed up really big in two places, and one of them I think was in the kind of mocking tone in which he responded with "I love you," STOLAS, like that I know he was just trying to buy time. He was trying to, like, you know, he was just trying to give himself time to think, but that just was a sick, twisted version of what STOLAS actually wanted to hear, and couldn't handle that. And then, of course, just that very ending where he was just like, come on, you know, you privileged, terrible person. Like, come on, let me take on the world. I'll throw the first punch. Like, what did he even want out of that? An actual physical fight for them to yell at each other? I think BLITZ doesn't realize how much his opinion matters to STOLAS. And that comes down to lack of communication, which has always been their problem as a couple. So, yeah. Loved the musical number, loved Brandon singing for the first time ever. Love the healthy way that he seems to have grown. That's great. Really looking forward to seeing more of that in the future, like BLITZ just growing as a person. I guess Apology Tour is up next, so I'll do that in a few days. And sorry, I know this video is like super long, but I had a lot to talk about. I think this will ultimately be good for them. Like I think I said in my pre-game video, like, I think it will ultimately be good for them because STOLAS has to realize who he is and maybe experience a relationship that isn't with BLITZ. You know, because he has been so sheltered. And BLITZ needs time to learn how to have relationships that don't have a quick exit. Like, you know, with friends. He needs more experience with, you know, having a friend again and having a really good positive relationship with both Millie and Moxie. Like the way that he was, you know, complimenting them and stuff, you know. And just, I think, learning how to not throw the first punch. Coming to the idea that the world isn't always out to get him. Because if he was able to go into that conversation with STOLAS with the idea that STOLAS wasn't out to screw him the entire time, then it would have gone a lot better. But BLITZ hasn't had a lot of experience with the world not being out to screw him, so it's going to take a massive leap of faith for him to be able to be a more trusting, open person. Anyway, that was sad. I'm Kira. I am now doing reactions to a couple of different things, I suppose. You know, this long video. I hope you're doing well wherever and whenever you are. I will see you later.